Now that Donald Trump has decided the homeless people are his new target, I wanted to explain to you about how it's more than just not taking care of Americans like they said we should do, and now they're going after them, but it's more of the system continuing what the system of America does. I think the best way I can do that is just to give you one example. Let's say you have a young black gentleman driving down the road, and he forgets to turn his blinker on when he changes lanes. And he gets pulled over. And because of the racial pretexts that police officers use looking for drugs, they're more likely to pull over a black person for a simple traffic stop than they are a white person. Statistically proven. So he gets pulled over, and he does happen to have some narcotics on him. Also statistically proven is while more of these traffic stops are done against black and brown people, more drugs are found on white people. But he has the drugs. And he goes to jail. And here comes the corrupt prosecutor with these crazy sentences that have been put on drug crimes ever since the war on drugs began with Reagan in the 80s. And the prosecutor scares this young man with the threats of those maximum sentences and talks him into a plea deal. But he's going to get a felony with it. And he agrees, thinking, okay, if I just got to do a year or two in prison versus 10, 15, 20 years, that's the better option. So he goes to prison and he does his time. And he gets out. And say he might have an aunt's house that he can go stay on her couch for a while. Some people don't even have that. And he stays there for a little while, and then there comes a point where his aunt is like, okay, it's time to stand on your own 2 feet. You got to figure out this adulting thing. It's time to get a job. Time to find somewhere to live. But our great American government that is so full of systemic racism has put in place so many barriers for those that have been convicted of felonies, which predominantly affects black and brown people. I'm talking about barriers like access to jobs, access to housing. Government housing or landlords can both deny someone who's been convicted of a felony. You know, on job applications, you have to check, have you been convicted of a felony? They can't get loans. They can't get credit lines. Some can't even drive. They don't get driving privileges. Of course, they have the social stigma because Americans hate people that have been convicted of a felony. Well, except that one. And let's not even talk about the mental health issues that come from doing time in prison. It's not like it's a carnival, and it's not a rehabilitation center. It's punishment, and it's awful. So every which way this young fellow turns, he is denied any kind of assistance to getting his life together because of one bad choice, which each and every person on this planet has made. But because he's black, America is going to continue to punish him for the rest of his life. And because he can't get help anywhere, he ends up on the streets. He ends up homeless. And now the American government says, nope, we're not done with you yet. Got to keep punishing you. We're going to keep punishing you. Our system puts people on the street. Our system is the reason that so many people are homeless. It is just mind-blowing how awful the system is here, how bad the racism is ingrained in our system.